My dad and my uncle both went to CBA. And unfortunately, my family lost my dad to cancer when I was a little younger. So I never really got to hear too many of his CBA stories, but I always heard my uncles, and I always heard like how proud my dad was to go there and like to cheer on for the Colts and like that kind of thing. So growing up as a kid, like especially at St. Peter's, you can ask some of my friends even now, I was always talking about CBA, like you guys got to go to CBA, you got to go to CBA. So it was kind of always the plan for me, and I think my grandmother was pretty happy to hear that as well. So kind of like, I want to go to Villanova. And I said that my first guidance meeting with my counselor, Miss Morello, and she was like, okay, we're gonna make this happen. And she, the whole way through, she was guiding me and like telling me what classes I needed to take to get there. But she also said like, we need to have some backup plans and we need to come up with other schools. So I think the main key for me was like having like other schools that I liked. Like she was always spending time with me, sitting down like, okay, here's a similar school to Villanova. Like here's Boston College, which was, similar, or Fordham, I think the key one for me is culture. Coming to CBA, there's obviously like a strong culture. So again, like I liked Villanova. I thought there was a strong culture there. Obviously I had my family ties and stuff, but that was something I really was stressing, and it's something I love about CBA now. But for me, I mean, I was always, when I went to St. Peter's, I was always, I'd get my work done, but I wasn't exactly reaching my full potential. I think maybe some kids laughed at me when I would say one day I'd go to Villanova, but no, when I got to CBA, I would say sophomore year Spanish, I remember sitting down in the class and being like, I can do this, and the first test I got a 50 on the test, and I just was like, oh my God, like I need to get it together. But yeah, no, academics are definitely super rigorous, but it builds character and it helps you get where you want to go. And for me, it helped me reach like where I want to be. So for me, one of the big things I got involved with was SAD, Students Against Destructive Decisions. I'm currently the co-president of it now, which is super cool. And we run a bunch of different events throughout the year. One we just did was the Dinner for the Troops. We raised just under $10,000 for the troops overseas, which was super cool. And we cooked like pasta and meatballs and stuff, and we filled the whole dining hall. So that was just something really cool to give back and like be a part of. It's always cool when you get like the whole community together on something. It's crazy to think it's been 4 years, to be honest, because I can remember walking like my first day of school like it was yesterday. But no, I really do think I've grown like a tremendous amount. As I said, in the beginning when I first got to CBA, I kind of was coasting through in middle school. I played every sport, I just thought it'd be easy, But when I got here, I learned to deal with failure. Like I didn't make the baseball team. That was something I had to deal with. And it made me better as a person. Like I learned, look, stuff doesn't go your way, you have to rebound and figure something else out. And again, failing that test, like I learned how to deal with it, how to get better, how to study. So I just think I've grown a tremendous amount in terms of like who I am. There's so many things I think I'm definitely gonna miss about the academy, but I'd say maybe first is the people. Like, I mean, some of my best friends go here. I'm gonna miss seeing them in class every day, being with them, or when we have a big test tomorrow, studying them on FaceTime till super late at night. I'm gonna miss all that kind of stuff, and I think when you're an underclassman, you don't necessarily think about that, right? Like you're just trying to pass a test, or you're just trying to like, get by. But when you're a senior, you're kind of looking back on it, you realize how like precious those memories are. Again, I kind of came in with the attitude like, it was gonna be like, I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna coast by, and I'm gonna do great things. But you can't be afraid to like get down and do it. Like get down and do the work. It might be hard sometimes, but you just gotta tough it out, and it'll be all worth it in the end. Speaking now, it definitely worked out for me, so I can't, I can really say that with experience now.